Welcome to the Hillbilly Estate. Today we're shooting a 1851 Colt Navy. Actually, it's a reproduction. It's an Uberti. Uh, it was a kit gun. Let's take a closer look at it and talk about it a little bit, and load her back up and show you how I reload, and let's shoot it some more. Okay, so this is an Uberti kit gun from 1978. Um, I got my hands on it here about a year ago, and it had never been put together. Although it appeared that somebody had screwed the grips on it and put the barrel on it and went out and shot it, because it did appear to have been shot. Uh, anyway, it's got 1978 patina on it, except for where I had to do some smoothing and file work, and I haven't decided if I want to blue it or just leave it like it is and just let it do its thing. Uh, it didn't have the wedge screw, and it appears that hole is drilled and tapped low enough that the screw would actually do some good. Uh, the piedras, they're not. Uh, I don't even take the screw out to pull the wedge out of my piedras. Maybe that's a quality deal. Front sight was missing. I made a sight for it. Made a temporary sight that become a permanent sight. Uh, the uh, the load lever latch uh, had to be dovetailed in. That was fun. I had to do a little file work down here for the load lever to close. The load lever was actually bent. Uh, don't know why it was bent. It just was. That's part of it. So I tried to straighten it the best I could. Of course, the grip was, in the rough, huge. So it had to be worked and sanded down, and I'm happy with it. Uh, it's it's been a nice low gun, and also it is a square back trigger guard. And if I'm not mistaken, the Colt put square back trigger guards on the. I believe the Patterson had it. I don't recall, and the 47 Walker had it, and the first two models of the Dragoon had it. And then they put an oval trigger guard on the third model and never looked back to the square back trigger guards again. On the 51 Navy, they put the square back trigger guard. Seems like I read that the first 1100 they put the square back on it, and then they went to the oval. Not certain of that. Anyway, let's load it up and shoot it some more, and show you how I load. Uh, I load from a flask. I don't. I have made paper cartridges. Uh, I don't routinely make them. Uh, some people say that the paper cartridges were is authentic, historic. Probably was. What little I've read about it, it was. But they also loaded loose, loaded from a flask. I mean, Colt sold these guns with a flask, the gun, and a ball mold. So he wouldn't have sold the guns with a flask if he didn't intend for them to be loaded loose some. Neither here nor there. Uh, I don't use wads. Some people do. Some don't. Um, it's my understanding they're not historically correct. I don't know whether they are or not. Uh, I don't use them. I did at one time, but I don't anymore. And I'll show you. I'll show you the way I do it. I'm loading 17 grains, which I think that's what Colt recommended. Uh, I, from what I understand, from what I've read online and whatnot, uh, some people make paper cartridges to save time at the range. Uh, you know, you're paying range time by the hour or however it works. I'm not a member of a range. Uh, I'm uh I'm the proprietor of the Hillbilly Estate Range, so uh, there's no need for me to go to a range. I don't have a time factor when I'm out here loading and shooting, uh, so I don't have a problem loading loose. So, and I don't mind loading loose. Making paper cartridges is, to me, is a little on the tedious side. Uh, I don't have the most nimble fingers in the world, and it's just not my thing. I mean, I have loaded some. I made some. I have some in the loading room. I just hadn't gone out and shot them. But we might do a video on that one day. Uh, we've got so there's the little ring that we're cutting. You see, there's a few of them laying here, so I don't have to worry about a chain fire. I don't have to worry about sealing the cylinders. Although I do put a little smear of Crisco on about every other cylinder, chamber, just to give it some lube. I'm shooting GoX, 3F, of course, and GoX is notoriously dirty. From what I understand, it's the dirtiest. GoX is all I've ever shot, so I don't know the difference of anything else. But anyway, I just put a little bit in, just every other one, just to give me some lube to help keep it soft. I'm not trying to seal the cylinders. Uh, I'm cutting rings when I load my balls. And I encourage you to watch my video on this Polish capper. Uh, I'm using CCI 11 caps and slick shot nipples, and it seems that the slick shot nipples, CCI 11s, and this Polish capper were all made for each other. It's just the best thing I've ever seen, and works great. Anyway, let's go over here and shoot it some. Well, if the soda cans were bad guys, I'd be gone right now. It's a paint can that wouldn't spray anymore, but still had some pressure in it. There it is. 1978 Uberti, replica of a 1851 Navy Colt, early model with the square back trigger guard. Barrel's getting kind of warm. Uh, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.